What up, what up, what up, guys? It's your boy WrestleFlow, OG WrestleFlow fans. What it is. I know. It has been a long time since I have streamed, as you guys all may have noticed and all may know by now. But, I was just dealing with a few toothaches. I could not speak. I had basically half of my head was like in pain, basically. The side where my tooth was aching, obviously. Let me just check the audio. So make sure you guys subscribe if you guys have not subscribed yet to WrestleFlow. And let's get this up, guys. Let's, I'm back now. I'm going to be making continuous videos again and again and again. And make sure, guys, just hit me up. Hit me up, definitely. Continuous videos again and again. All right, so the audio seems to be working. So yeah, like a lot has happened in the wrestling world ever since I kind of stopped making videos. The last video I made was The Undertaker's retirement. Yes, so that was about a month ago where we knew that, hey, yeah, so Taker is retiring, right? So then, we had, a few days ago, I watched this pay-per-view, and, that's where that went. A few days ago, I watched this pay-per-view, and, that's. So, basically, we have, we're still dealing with COVID, and, we're still in, you could say, the empty arenas, yet we have a few fans here now, obviously, in the arena, so it doesn't seem as dead as it used to be, which is good, which has helped the WWE's case. Unfortunately, though, a lot of the fans seem robotic to me. You know what I mean? A lot of these fans seem robotic. It's not as it's not as genuine, and the reaction of these audience is not as organic as you would say, organic as you would want them to be. So, we had Extreme Rules about 2 nights ago, which was okay. I think they're going in a little better direction because now we have the whole MVP Bobby Lashley thing going. Sasha is self-proclaimed the Raw champion. MVP is the self-proclaimed US champion. Bray Wyatt changed his gimmick back, kinda, sorta, to, the original Wyatt, from Bray Wyatt, from the Wyatt family. And yeah, basically that's what's been going on. And I watched Extreme Rules here and there. I was able to catch the Bray Wyatt match, which I kind of, I liked it, but I don't know, these WWE cinematic matches, they're okay, but they're kind of starting to seem as if, it's a little too forced. They get a little weird with it, with like unfinished endings, just like the one we saw at Extreme Rules with Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, he got pulled back into the water, and then, Bray Wyatt, the clown guy, the Fiend, comes out, of the water with, so and so. So now you have three different types of Bray Wyatts going on. It reminds you of the Mick Foley thing. Let me just put in some of these tags, and then we'll get the show started in about like 2 minutes. If you guys are watching later on, you guys could fast forward till you start seeing me, start speaking again. And let's break this down, and then we're also going to be talking about Raw and what the hell is going on with all of this shit. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys subscribe. Till then, And I will be back in like about 2 minutes. All right, let me just type in these things. So just fast forward if you guys are watching after the live stream. So. All right, guys. So I am back. So let's go over Extreme Rules a little bit. Let's go over the match card first. WWE Championship match: Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler. Stipulation not yet announced, and it was basically everything is good for Dolph Ziggler. He won't be disqualified, counted out, but everything applies to Drew McIntyre. Wyatt Swamp Fight: Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt. An eye for an eye match: Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. U.S. Championship match: Apollo Cruz versus MVP. Raw Women's Championship match: Asuka versus Sasha Banks. SmackDown Women's Championship match: Nikki Cross versus Bayley. Tables match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship: The New Day versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. Alright, guys. Let me give you my opinions on this. the WWE Championship match, Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler. Ziggy, right? Man, I'm such a big fan of Dolph Ziggler. You guys cannot even imagine what a fan I am of Dolph Ziggler. But the past 2-3 years, since they just don't utilize him correctly, they're just pushing him into these storylines which don't matter anymore. Dolph Ziggler's time in the WWE has really is not doing as well as it used to. It's even as a jobber, it's not as well as it used to be. So I think it's time for Dolph Ziggler to just play in the mid card, not even have a storyline at this point, because it's last time we had the same storyline with, who was it, Roman Reigns or whoever. It was me. So this was the same thing. And it's just Dolph Ziggler trying, and everybody knows that the WWE will never give Dolph Ziggler a shot at all of this. I don't know why. He's been a main event talent for such a long time, and I have this strong opinion about Dolph Ziggler. He is one of the best in the ring today. Dolph Ziggler and The Miz should be in the main event, and they should be heavy talent by now, but they're not because of the booking. The WWE just doesn't want to book them correctly, so hence we are here now today, and look at me saying that Dolph Ziggler shouldn't even be in a main storyline, because it's just not the same feel anymore. You know, you get tired of it. You get tired of seeing such a versatile, such a talented superstar not get the wins he needs to, or he should be getting. And even now, like Drew McIntyre versus Dolph Ziggler, how many of you people know that Dolph Ziggler is going to lose this match? Right off the bat, everybody knows, right? That Dolph Ziggler is not going to win this. Everybody knows that. It's not, you don't have to like watch the match to figure out who's going to win, and you're going to be right with your prediction about this match. And that's what happened. Drew McIntyre won. No matter all of the stipulations, just making Dolph Ziggler look weaker and weaker and weaker. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Next, we have the Wyatt Swamp fight. Braun Strowman versus Bray Wyatt. It was a good cinematic match. It was the last match on Extreme Rules. I liked the storyline, but it was kind of confusing with Alexa Bliss showing up as you would want to think as Sister Abigail. But who knows? It's just, everyone knows that the WWE's continuation of storylines is already so terrible that even if they showed that, that'll be the last time you'll see it, and there will be no explanation behind it. A lot of the things in the storyline are very like irrelevant and unexplanatory. Two members of I don't even know why they're having a Wyatt family storyline at this point. If one of the Wyatt family is the exalted one in AEW, and the other one you fired, and now you have to do all of this editing during the promos because you don't want them to be seen in the promos, in the vignettes. So, it's just like, it's kind of a weak storyline. I did not enjoy this at all. It was interesting to watch a little bit, but then it's like, okay, where are they going to possibly go from here? Okay, Braun Strowman lost, and what? What now? Is he going to drop the title to Bray Wyatt? Does Bray Wyatt really need the title in the first place? It just goes back to that. An eye for an eye match. Oh my God. Rey Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. I like the gimmick of Seth Rollins. This eye for an eye match is super ridiculous. And even if you've seen the the close-up of the eye that Rey Mysterio had pop out, kayfabe-wise, it's looking like a Pokeball, bro. So it's like, why even have this match when everyone in the world knows that that's not the case? It's like not even close to believable. So why would you even make a mockery out of your own show to have an eye for an eye match? It's beyond me. It doesn't make any sense. Ridiculous storyline. You know, the gimmick is great for Seth Rollins. I don't know why he's going at Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, honestly, is just like, because he's been around for such a long time. He's had every type of storyline. Now it's just like Rey Mysterio should retire. And I know a lot of people like Rey Mysterio. I personally do like Rey Mysterio. But I think, you know, with this type of a storyline now, he doesn't deserve this. The best thing was to insert Dominic into this. Physically, Dominic should have stood up for his dad after the eye incident, and then he should have had this match tonight to get revenge on what Seth Rollins has done to his father. You know, because I heard he's training and whatnot and all of that stuff. But yeah, you know, like, so that's where I saw that, and I wasn't too pleased with this match either. I was just like, what? United States Championship match, Apollo Cruz versus MVP. People are saying that he dropped out of the match because of COVID. So MVP basically gloats forfeit from Apollo Cruz. Or unless later on in the storyline, Apollo Cruz did this on purpose so he could join MVP's crew. We'll find out in the future. Raw Women's Championship match. This actually was the highlight of the night for me. Asuka versus Sasha Banks. Good match. You know, both of them can perform very well, but I guess the end of this match was the main reel for me, was because after such a long time you see somebody get screwed in a weird fashion in the match, and the referee is knocked out, some type of cheating happens, and you know, Bayley becomes the referee. 1, 2, 3 claim Sasha as Raw champion. So now both of them are holding 2 belts, because they're tag team champions and they're both women's champions. One for SmackDown, one for Raw. And this is a interesting angle, because potentially with everyone, with everyone and sources saying that the Raw and SmackDown split is going to come to an end, we could potentially see this friendship break up first in the midst of the tag team championships, and then when they face each other to unify this championship. So I'm all for that. This is leading to a good storyline, some entertaining stuff. Tables match for SmackDown Tag Team Championships. New Day versus Cesaro, Shinsuke Nakamura. It's just like, okay, yeah. So Cesaro and Nakamura have a thing now. They're friends. They beat the New Day to win the titles. So, hey, might as well. Then we had Women's Championship, Nikki Cross versus Bayley. This was basically a given, to be very honest. Everyone knew that Bayley wouldn't drop the title to Nikki Cross anytime soon. So that's where that was, So I would give Extreme Rules, the horror show, a 6 out of 10, to be very honest. And 6 is actually doing them a favor at this point, because some of these storylines are not adding up once again, and it's just kind of like, what are you guys doing? Like, really? It does not make any sense. Now, one thing that followed up on Raw the next night was Big Show versus Randy Orton in an unsanctioned match, and Randy Orton actually is now again the Legend Killer, and he whooped Big Show's you know what. And yeah, so let's see what's next for Randy Orton. That's what I'm excited for. Other than that, on Raw, like Kairi Sane versus Bailey and all of that stuff. So, you know, it was the regular, you know, the reason why I kind of had to make this video today was because I wanted to check in with you guys on what the hell is going on and the state of wrestling right now. AEW is doing very well. They have some issues with their whole stuff as well that you wouldn't be too pleased to watch sometimes, but they're getting there. And of course, I understand all of these companies, these wrestling companies, are having issues because of COVID, and that's understandable that they're trying to do whatever they can in this time and place and situation. But I mean, it's just like, okay, guys, if you guys are still writing storylines in COVID, might as well write good ones, right? You know, that's what it comes down to. And I was just kind of disappointed with all of this. It's very hard to believe that we are 2020. Raw has hit its worst rating last week, and we still here are having this conversation on the review. I would love this product to be very well. You know, I'm not a hater. I love the WWE since I was like 6, 7, 5 years old, right? I would love for this product to be good. That way, if more people watch WWE, more people potentially have, you know, a reason to watch me later on. So, hey, I'm all for the WWE doing well. I don't like complaining about the WWE at all. Trust me. So, it's just one of those things, guys. So, that's my review for tonight. Make sure you guys subscribe. We are trying to grow the WrestleFlow OG family, guys. And make sure you guys follow me on Twitter, Instagram, WrestleFlow OG. And yeah, make sure you guys throw a big thumbs up. All right, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys to all my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. And you who ran into my video somehow, make sure you guys subscribe. Help the dude. And I hope I entertained you guys for a bit. All right, guys. From here on out, WrestleFlow OG is out, guys. Have a good Tuesday and a great night, guys. Be safe, guys. Be safe out there. Wear a mask. Take care, guys. WrestleFlow OG is out.